I am Ignacio. This clip on the road is from my other YouTube channel that is called On My Way to Adventure. Check it out when you have a chance. Today we are going to the Cucamonga Wilderness. Due to the bridge fire, the access to Mount Baldy is going to be closed for a long time. So this is a good option. It's right next to it. It's as difficult and as beautiful as Mount Baldy. Today we're hiking to the Cucamonga Peak. It is about 12 miles total with an elevation gain of 4,200 feet. I got here very early because it's November 8th and the days are not long right now. As well as I'm a slow hiker and also try to shoot the best video possible for you. First part is through the Icehouse Canyon. It is very beautiful any time of the year. On winter time it's amazing. I made a video about it. I'm gonna leave a link on the description of this one. In about a mile, you will find the Chapman Trail on the left. If you want to do the loop taking that trail, you will be adding 1.7 miles to the hike. Later on, I'm going to show you where we will reconnect to it. In about 1.5 miles, you will find the Cucamonga Wilderness. From this point on, you will need a permit that you can get it for free online. I'll leave information on the description of the video. In about 2 miles, we're going to start the first set of switchbacks. That is going to take you to the Icehouse saddle. Almost at the end of the first switchback, look for this tree with this mark on its trunk. Across from it, there's a small spring that has water almost all year long. This is the last chance, I think, to camel up and fill up your containers. Even though this water looks super clean and refreshing, there is always a chance of finding bacteria on it. So just to be safe, I recommend you get a filtration system like this one or any other kind. On the description of the video, I'm going to leave a link to a store where you can get this one and also your hiking and backpacking gear. Thank you for your support. In about 3 miles, we reconnect to the Chapman Trail. Remember the one I showed you before? This is the one. But we're going to continue to the right. Oh, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I am so happy that this place survived the bridge fire of 2 months ago. By the way, please obey all regulations, especially the ones related to fire. Thank you. In about 3.5 miles, we'll find the Icehouse saddle. On this point, many trails connect to each other. To the left, we'll find the Three Tees Trail. To the right, you will find the Ontario Peak Trail and also takes you to Kelly Camp. We're gonna continue straight and stay on the Cucamonga Peak Trail. But also just a few yards from here, you will find another split. Be very careful, don't take the wrong turn. Here is the split. To the left, you will find the trail to the Middle Fork Lyle Creek and other backpacking destinations. Take the one on the right. Continue to Cucamonga Peak. I hope that you're enjoying my video and finding value on it. And if that's the case, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. In about 4 miles in, we get to see the view of our destination. It's the mountain on the right. There are a couple of abandoned mines around here. I don't like going solo into a mine, but I know a guy who does. His name is Carl. Check his YouTube channel. I'm sure he has this on video. If not, probably soon. Then we reach another saddle that is between Cucamonga Peak and Bighorn Peak. To the north we can see the Mojave Desert, and to the south we can see the Inland Empire. On the right hand side you can find a trail that connects you to the Bighorn Peak. From this point on, it's about a mile to the summit. We're gonna take about 12 to 14 long switchbacks in very steep and difficult terrain. This part over here is gonna kick your butt big time. It's very hard, very difficult. Be prepared. Also, during the winter time, this mountain can get icy conditions and turn very deathly. So please be extra careful. You have to know how to use an ice axe and also crampons. Otherwise, Please, my friends, stay away and stay alive. As you start to hike up, the views get so beautiful. You get to see all these mountains. You get to see Ontario Peak, Bighorn Peak, Timber Mountain, Telegraph Peak, and Thunder Mountain. In about a quarter of a mile before the summit, on the left, you will find a trail that will take you to Cucamonga Peak. That way. Great memories. About 3 years ago, I spent the night here. It's a great destination for backpacking. And we made it to the summit. This is Cucamonga Peak, 8,842 feet above sea level. It is very beautiful up here. The views are amazing. Explore around, take pictures, get some rest, refuel, but before heading down, you must take a picture of yourself on this rock. It is iconic. Almost everyone who comes here gets a picture taken on this rock. Actually, the logo of my YouTube channel is the picture of me taken on this rock. I think it's time to update to a new picture taken today. If this hike is too difficult for you and you're a beginner, go to hike the Icehouse Canyon for just a mile and return. You might find something like this. I highly recommend this trail if you are training to hike Mount Whitney or any of the 14ers in the California Sierra. I made a playlist with hikes to mountains that are difficult to get to, that are very steep and with high altitude, that are perfect for your training. Click on the link that is going to appear on the screen to watch them. Thank you so much for your support. Until next time.